1.8% of China's population is Muslim. That's 23 million people. By comparison, just 0.6% of Americans are Muslim. We can link the prominence of Islam in China today to Kublai Khan's strategic internationalist policies 700 years ago. Kublai Khan actively brought Muslims from obscurity to power in the Yuan dynasty. The steppe region first began interaction with Islam around 700 CE. They came along the Silk trade routes from Persia and Arabia and began trading with the Mongols. When Genghis Khan rose to power, he conquered into Islamic regions and absorbed many Muslims into his empire. The long-distance trade that resulted and carried on into the Yuan dynasty was the first major incorporation of the Muslim population into China. The Yuan dynasty is importantly understood as a foreign Mongol rule over a conquered Chinese population. This meant that there was animosity from the Chinese toward the Mongol conquerors. The emperor of the Yuan dynasty, Kublai Khan, greatly encouraged foreign trade, the spread of religions, technologies, and ideas. He elevated the status of foreigners, so the Muslims were in a higher social class than the Chinese. After several incidents of Chinese officials promoting rebellion, Kublai Khan lost trust in the loyalty of Chinese government administrators. He began appointing Muslims into high-ranking positions in the central government. This was incredibly valuable to the dynasty, as the Muslims now served as the intermediary between the Mongols and the Chinese. Primarily, Muslims were financial administrators. As tax collectors and lenders, there were frequent altercations with the Chinese, and the Muslims became perceived as a greedy and exploitative people. For Kublai, this was very convenient. The Muslims managed the Chinese, and therefore took much of the Chinese hostility that would have otherwise been pointed toward the Mongols. Kublai heavily promoted the exchange of ideas. The Persians and Arabians in the Yuan dynasty had many technologies and practices worth sharing. Kublai established imperial hospitals staffed primarily by Muslim doctors, as well as the Imperial Academy of Medicine that infused Chinese medicine with Persian medicine. Kublai imported the Persian astronomer Jamal al-Din and founded the Institute of Muslim Astronomy. The Muslim architect Yehe Tier designed and supervised the construction of Dadu, or modern-day Beijing. Other achievements from the Islamic world were shared with the Yuan dynasty, ranging from finance to cuisine. By having Muslims run his government, Kublai Khan was able to decrease his dependency on Chinese officials and mitigate the bitterness toward the Mongols. By encouraging immigration from Islamic regions, Kublai Khan created an incredible religious, technological, and scientific fusion in China. Muslims in the Yuan dynasty served as a crucial intermediary between the conquerors and the conquered, and enlightened the Far East with new ideas, technologies, and a new religion. Largely as a result of Kublai Khan's internationalist ideals, there still exists a thriving Chinese Muslim Hui population today.